The I am we could equate with consciousness. Yes? In other words, I am is another way to state consciousness. Because what is I am saying? It's saying I am conscious. I am here. I am
alive.
So, I certainly have a sense of it because I have a sense of being. That's what it's really saying, is that I have a sense of being. I am. Well, a lot of times we teach provisional truths in Advaita, and not that I'm a true Advaita teacher, but I notice I'm not an Advaita teacher. So we teach provisional truths, which means that you tell somebody, you encourage somebody by helping them seek the truth they can see. So sometimes if I have somebody who's been caught forever and they in identification, and they break through to the initial witness, not the witness we're going to discuss, but the initial witness, which is that witness that still seems to have a place in space and time, and it seems to be watching the Fred unit very closely. That, if they break through to that witness, that's actually the last stage of duality. But you can kind of call the last stage of duality the first stage of non-duality. Depends on how you want to look at it. What kind of story do you want to spin? That can and very often is the largest, it can be the largest shift that anyone ever takes. And if no one ever moved beyond that place, we'd have a whole different planet. So that's a valuable movement. And what we don't want to get is, we don't want to get up in this highfalutin notion that everybody should achieve a certain degree of awakeness. Everybody should achieve the degree of awakeness that they do achieve. That's simple. When you ever got a question, just run it past, compare your question to reality. People should be more awake than they are. Are they? No. Well, then guess what? They shouldn't be until they are. But when I say they shouldn't be, that's not negating the fact they might be in the next moment. So there's this I am, there's this sense of being. Sometimes when we first break through the second stage, typically in an awakening, from that witness state is into the state of seeing what we're not, which is, oh my God, there's no Fred after all. That's right. And that's a true seeing. And that is, generally speaking, the most important movement in a person's life. They may or they may not go beyond that. We hope that they do, if they do, but we don't hope that they do if they don't. But that shift, you can tell them, yes, that's it, because it is it. And there's some more. That's what you got to remember. These non-duality is not good about neat little packages. Well, it works like this and this and this, and you could just get this down, you'll have it. Just doesn't work like that. Non-duality is chock full of paradox. That's something we have to become careful with. Comfortable with. We have to become comfortable with the discomfort of dealing with paradox, because the mind wants to know. I had somebody this week. I had a very difficult awakening dialogue where the guy, I can't say I didn't do my job. He looked straight at me and said, "Oh God, I see. I am awakeness, and I'm already awake." And I said, "That's it." And then Bob came in and said, "But I'm not sure I understand that." No shit, Bobness. Right? Then we move into where you're oneness. where you've seen what you're not, but you also seeing what you are. That's where I try to take people initially. Generally pretty successful with that, but not always. That's the truth. And that's clear to be true. And it's you're both sides of the coin of 180 and 180 and two sides of the same stick, two ends of the same stick, and all of this, and you're this and that, you're the one thing going on, and you're it, and all of that, every bit of that is true. And that is the I am. That I am is, well, the I am has to know not only what it's not, it has to know I am. It doesn't know what's saying that. I can report that I am, but I can't report what I am. So I don't know what's reporting that I have a sense of being. But now here is the answer to your question at last. Something is reporting I have a sense of being. And early on, I will tell you that you are the sense of being, because that's true. You are the I am. You are it. And there's more. The thing that has a sense of being is not the sense of being. It can feel like it because initially you can't see any separation. And so you go along with that, oh, I don't see any separation. There's that which you see, and it's the same thing. There's no difference between the looker and the looked at. And that's true within I amness. That's true within conventional non-duality. It's true. That's our experience. It's true within our experience, even as awakeness. That's true. But you are what's prior to consciousness. That's the absolute. Let me tell you about that which is prior to consciousness. There is nothing to say. It can't be talked about. It is beyond being and not being. It is the definition of paradox. Or really, it's beyond paradox. There's nothing you cannot, and Steve will never know this state any more than Steve can know awakeness. But here's the weird thing. I am can never know this state either. You cannot know this state because it is prior to the sense of being. But you not only can you be it, you can't not be it.